Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is my next I'm learning Eurorack video, and this is going to be a short one. Um, I'm working on a cue, and there's a little part in there where I thought I could use a riser. Um, I have several Kontakt libraries that I typically use for that, but I mean, part of the reason why I invested in this Eurorack was to expand what I do from a custom sound design standpoint. So I decided I wanted to create my own. So here's first of all, here's what I came up with. Yeah. So let me quickly just show how this is put together. So I'm using Shapeshifter here. I'm just using a basic two out of the first out here, and it's in chord mode, and I have it set to unison, and it's just slightly detuned. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is I'm using Trident here, and I'm just using a saw wave out of that. I spent some time um, just making sure I got the zing modulation right, the way that I wanted it for this particular sound. And then the third thing is I'm using a noise out of this disting here, and I have it in blend mode so that I could kind of just turn the knob here and find the right uh, noise, to find the right blend of noise that I wanted for this riser. So those are the three elements, and they're all being mixed together here. They're coming into triplet and being mixed together. So the key though to the rise is I have the pitch coming into mass, into the signal input on channel one. And I kind of played around with it for a while and got the rise setting to where I could it would rise 2 octaves and uh, and kind of time it right with the tempo of the song that I'm working on. Um, it's not precise, but you know it works pretty well. And then I'm taking the unity output on channel one, and that's coming into a buffered multi here, and so that's sending pitch to Shapeshifter and to Trident, and then lastly, what it's doing, the noise is coming into Q pass here, and so additionally, uh, the out from mass is being sent into the is modulating the frequency here, so that the frequency of the noise and the pitch from Shapeshifter and Trident are all kind of being modulated by the rise out of mass. So that's really about it. I mean, there's an overall gate that kind of has a little bit slower attack and a long release, so that when I press a key, that triggers the gate. So let me just play it again for you. I'll use a different key just so you can kind of hear that. All right, so let me try. I'm gonna play the cue here just so you can kind of hear what it sounds like in the cue. All right, yeah. So there you have it. One other thing to mention. So this particular cue, this is the first cue that I've created where every sound in here, except for the percussion, was made with my Eurorack. That was kind of one of the goals of this cue, was to use my Eurorack for all the synth sounds. For all of those sounds in here, I passed together the sound in my Eurorack, and then I created a Kontakt instrument for them. I have another video on how I do that, and then I use them to create this cue. One of the patches was the most complex patch that I've created so far. I'll put up a couple photos of a couple other patches that I created in this video, just so you can kind of see how they were patched together. I didn't make any video about them, but I just thought it was, for me, it was a major step to basically use my Eurorack to create some music. So that's about it for this one. All right.